Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I am going to do a day in the life video. So I just finished getting ready. I had a really slow, chill morning. I made coffee and got back in bed. It is freezing cold outside here, so I really wanted to get back in my bed. But I didn't go back to sleep. I read some of my book here. I've been reading this book for a few months. I hate to admit that, but the holidays hit and I didn't pick it up the whole holiday season. I really like the book. I enjoy it a lot. It's by Rachel Hollis, called Girl Stop Apologizing. Every single chapter is like a pep talk. So that's what I did this morning. I also have this book I'm gonna read next. She actually wrote this one before she wrote that, but I had got my hands on that one before I got this one, so I'm gonna finish that one and then I'll read this one next. Before we get into our day, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. If you're not familiar with Skillshare, they are an online learning community. You can take tons of classes. They have thousands of classes on different topics like cooking, photography, crafts, even YouTube. If you want to get started with YouTube and learn more about that, you can take classes on that. So I was going to share with you guys this YouTube success class by Marquez Brownlee, and in that class he talks everything from topic research to filming your video to posting your video onto YouTube and how to optimize your results to grow your YouTube channel. I get asked a lot about starting YouTube, and you can find a lot of information about this on Skillshare, but this was just one of my personal favorite classes. So Skillshare is ad-free, so you can take the classes without interruption. You can also take the classes at your own pace, and most of the classes are under 60 minutes. So if you would like to get started with Skillshare, click that link in my description box. The first 1,000 people to use that link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Okay, so I was going to show y'all a Goodwill haul real quick. I had went in there to look for leggings, and I didn't find any leggings, but I found some tops. And usually I have like zero luck in the Goodwill. I never really find anything that truly like stands out to me. But I found some tops I was going to share with you guys. This one's probably like my favorite one. It's like a mustard color. The brand of it is called New Directions, I think. I'm not sure what store carries that brand, but I love how it fits. It's one of those that like makes you feel dressy and like put together, but it's also really comfy. So I love when I can find clothing that does those two things. But yeah, I got that. And then this one is Shein, however you want to say that. But it's also really comfy too. It's like a orange pinky color with white stripes. It does have a button right here that you can undo. I don't know why anybody would want to undo that. Maybe it's meant to be buttoned. So that was another top that I found. Really happy with it. I think it's really cute. So yeah, and all these tops were $4.89 a piece. So that was a really good deal. I don't know how much this cost on Shein, but I think $4 is a pretty good deal. There's nothing wrong with it. This next one is from Forever 21. So it's just like a orange kind of reddish color. The sleeves fit like this. It does have strings here in the front. You can do, yeah, wow. You can do like a bow if you wanted it to look more like dressy. I've just been doing the crisscross just to keep it more, you know, like casual looking. But that's the other one I found. Alright, so here's the next one I got. This is just a long sleeve pink sweater from Old Navy. This is how it fits. It does run a little bit small. I think this is a large or either an extra large. For $4.89, I'm not mad about it. So yeah, there's that one. I've got one more I want to show you guys. Alright, and here's the last one. It's just a cardigan. I kind of already have one like this. It's very similar, but that one is getting to where it's just too snug on me. So I was excited to find another one just like it because I love it. The only thing is it don't have pockets like my other one. The brand on it I cannot pronounce. I can't even read what it says on the tag, so I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, that was my last Goodwill find. Alright guys, I am about to make bread. I'll put this recipe down below. This recipe is from Noreen's Kitchen. We've been making this for a long time. It's a good recipe. It's just a basic white bread loaf. So the exact measurements of everything will be on the recipe down below. By the way, this recipe does make 2 loaves. But what I'm going to do is make 1 loaf and then some mini loaves to use as hoagie rolls. To my mixer, I've added the yeast, water, and honey, and now I'm just going to give that a stir and let it sit for a couple of minutes for the yeast to activate.
It's just us two, me and you.
I'm now adding 4 cups of all-purpose flour and 2 tablespoons of dry milk along with 2 tablespoons of softened butter. And I'm just going to let that mix on setting 1 until a dough is formed. The recipe says that the dough should clean the sides of the bowl as it's rolling around, and if it doesn't and it seems to be too sticky, you can add a little more flour until it cleans the bowl.
Falling into your arms, dancing up in the stars. Oh, where I'd rather be than with you.
Once it's incorporated, I am going to move my mixer to setting 2, and I'm going to let that knead for 5 minutes.
I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me.
So your bowl should be clean and you should be able to pick it up without it sticking to your fingers or the bowl. So I'm going to spray my bowl and my dough with a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to cover it and place it in my oven. I'm not going to turn the oven on, and that's going to rise for 1 hour.
Not long ago you got hurt, someone did you wrong. I can see it in your eyes, it's like your fire is gone. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna talk, I'm right here, not gonna leave your side. Just feel free to open up when the moment's right. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna go out, we can go out. You can hide away just for one night. But if you wanna cry, just let it out. I'm by your side now.
Alright, so in this bag here, I've got a pageant dress from when I was 5 years old. My grandmother handmade this dress, and I had gave it to my niece a few years ago. At the time, she was the only grand girl, and I wasn't planning on having any more kids. At the time, all I had was boys, and I knew that I wanted it passed down, so I had gave it to her, but they have since gave it back to me, so I decided to take it, and I am going to put it into one of these bags and put it up, and I'll give it to Ray when she can fit into it. But I'm going to open it up and show you guys. Okay, so this is like the under stuff, like the slip and the, I forget what they call this. This was my kindergarten beauty pageant dress. I did beauty pageants from kindergarten until I think I was about 7th grade when I decided I just wasn't into beauty pageants anymore. But my grandmother always made my dresses. She put a lot of time and effort into this dress. I'll have to get the rest of my dresses and show you guys. But yeah, I can't wait to be able to give this to Ray when she's old enough to wear it, which won't be too much longer. So like I said, I am gonna try to put it into one of these. You can vacuum seal it, or you can just press the air. I might have to just press the air because I don't know if my vacuum cleaner is going to be able to do this, because you got to have the hose, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just going to open it up and see. There it is. For some reason, the word petticoat just popped into my head for that part. I think that's what it's called. So that's in there, in the dress. And now I'm going to put this under my bed and save it for Miss Ray. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys that my 5-year-old pageant dress. It's very much treasured. So here's my dough. I'm gonna deflate that and go ahead and form my loaves. I am splitting it into 2 here so I can form the 1 loaf and then some mini ones that we can use for hoagies. I am just taking my dough and rolling it into itself, if that makes any sense, and it'll grow in length as you do this. And I'm gonna get it about the length of my loaf dish here. Same with the minis. I have cut my dough into 4s, and I'm going to do the same as I did with the larger one. I'm going to cover these and they are going back in the oven for 20 minutes. This time I placed a pot of boiling water in there with it to create more warmth for them to rise. I should have done that with the first rise because my dough didn't rise quite enough that first time. It should have doubled in size and it didn't quite do that. So after that second rise, I baked it on 350 for about 25 minutes. And this is what it came out like. I just buttered the tops as soon as they came out of the oven. As you can see, we already devoured half the loaf. There's nothing like warm, fresh bread straight out of the oven. But I also filmed an Instant Pot recipe tonight for a future video, and the house was a disaster. So the last part of this video ended up being cleaning motivation. Between the kitchen and toys, I had a lot to do.
Sincerely yours, XOXO. I still haven't heard anything from you. You say love is a fool, and so I am too. I really don't know if it's good enough, 'cause baby, little by little you wear me down. Little by little my actions won't be forgiven. I wish I could be sorry for the things that caused you harm, but nothing I can say or do will make it come undone. So even though I hate the thought of leaving you, I hope you come to terms and have it in your heart to end it all. You're better off alone. Sincerely yours, XOXO. I wish I could be sorry for the things that caused you harm, but nothing I can say or do will make it come undone. So even though I hate the thought of leaving you, I hope you come to terms and have it in your heart to end it all. You're better off alone. Sincerely yours, XOXO. Sincerely yours, XOXO. Sincerely yours, XOXO. XOXO. sun begins to shine again. I've taken all the advice there is, and none of it has helped. Experience has made me realize that I won't build my life on empty words. Being so damn naive, it only hurts. I'm so tired of love songs, life never turns out the way they do. I've been trying for so long, looking for someone who wants me to. I've heard every cliche there is, and none of them make sense. I'm so tired of love songs, I'm sick and tired of love songs. I'm so tired of you. Looking back on how I used to be, I always thought that love was made for me. Oh well, I was just as blue-eyed as the sky could ever be. Loving you has made me realize I'm so tired of love songs, life never turns out the way they do. I've been trying for so long, looking for someone who wants me to. I've heard every cliche there is, and none of them make sense. I'm so tired of love songs, I'm sick and tired of love songs. I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of love songs, sick and tired of love songs. Even when my teardrops start to dry, and even when the sun begins to shine again, I've taken all the advice there is, and none of it has.
Thank y'all so much for watching today's video. If you're still watching right now, I'd love it if you went to the comments and left a butterfly emoji. I also once again want to thank Skillshare for partnering with me on this video. Remember that the first 1,000 people to use the link in my description box will get a 1-month free trial. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.